I was actually wrong when it comes to the drivers who'd actually finish on the podium during the Chinese Grand Prix. And now that the race is behind us, it is now easy for me to compare my predictions with the actual race results. And this is because before the race on Sunday, I had actually predicted that the podium would actually constitute of Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, and Charles Leclerc. And the way I had actually predicted it was that Lewis Hamilton would win the race with George in P2 and Leclerc in P3. For Kimi Antonelli, I had actually placed him to finish P4, and this was based on the fact that his race starts in Australia and also during the race sprint in China, he had actually went backwards, meaning that he struggled to come back forward. And I suspected that he would still probably have a difficult time starting the race in China. Well, it turns out that I was wrong because Kimi Antonelli ended up having a good start and also won the race in China. And that win actually broke the record because he became the youngest driver to win a Grand Prix, taking the record which was previously held by Sebastian Vettel. Now, when it comes to the entire podium, I was not entirely wrong because at least two of the drivers that I had predicted would be on the podium were actually on the podium. The only thing that I didn't get right was the order in which they would actually finish the race. Because with Kimi Antonelli winning the race, George Russell was in P2, which is actually the position that I had predicted he would be. And then when it comes to P3, Lewis Hamilton became the holder of that position, and Charles Leclerc finished P4. Maybe you can say that I was not entirely off when it came to the predictions, but at least I had tried. And the overall race was actually good, at least in the bit that involved the battle on track between Leclerc and Hamilton. I think to many people that was probably the most exciting bit, that they could actually have wheel-to-wheel kind of racing without having an issue. Probably again showing that these two might be the most respectful driver on track when it comes to wheel-to-wheel racing, which was something that even Charles Leclerc said he enjoyed. And with the Chinese Grand Prix behind us now, the focus shifts to the Japanese Grand Prix, which will take place on Sunday, the 29th day of March in 2026 at Suzuka Circuit. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not, and I'm going to see you in my next video.